Got the shit in there.
From the 757 to the 713, where you know we stay whipping through the streets. Some will call it swinging bang, some will call it slow ride. I just call it cruising to the beat.
It's the Cruising Podcast.
Cruising to the beat.
Da, 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 da. It's the Cruising Podcast.
Cruising to the
Da, 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 da.
Yo! Welcome back. Okay, yeah. Welcome back to another edition of the Cruise Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Cruz, and today is June 10th. Yeah, it's June 10th. 9 more days until Black History Month. I don't know if I did my normal thing that I like to do before the show, but if I didn't, it is what it is. No, but it is June 10th. We got 9 more days until Juneteenth. Hope you guys are ready to wear your dashikis and kufis and everything like that to make sure everybody knows that it is our Freedom Day. You know what I mean? Our Independence Day. Our ancestors' Independence Day. Just put it out there. But where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and anywhere you can find podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, where you can find latest updates to the show is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nicetown Finance. Woo! And if you've just got done listening to the intro is by Gilla and Nicole Quinn. You can go find them on Instagram at Gilla713 and also on Songbird ATX. Definitely go check them out. Beautiful music they make. But he produced it and made the song. She also sung on it. Go check their music out. Have fun because you're going to enjoy it. That's a cruising guarantee. You're welcome. But with that, what you can expect from this show is that I had to pivot. If you haven't seen my social media lately, past couple hours, I got to kind of do a little bit of a pivot today. Apparently big news. Apparently this is supposed to be the biggest news right now is that Caitlyn Clark didn't make the Team USA Olympics. Don't understand why this is fucking big. Why is this a big deal? But we're going to talk about it. This is just what we're going to do. I keep cursing within the first 10 minutes. Dang, come on, I gotta stop doing it. I told myself, don't curse. You ever just tell yourself not to do something and still, no matter what, magnetically you're going to do it? Yeah, that's me. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a few reviews today. Eric, the review with the weird Michael Fass. No, it's not Michael Fassbender. Who is that? Oh my gosh, Doctor Strange. Oh, Doctor Strange. Benjamin Cumberbatch TV show, and also a few other things, a couple animes like Kaiju No. 8 and Windbreakers. Yeah, we're going to talk about all that. So, stay tuned for the episode. But we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of mostly what I wanted to talk about today. I had another subject lined up, but I'm probably going to do it later on this week because it bothered me a lot, and it's just something that needs to be talked about, mental health wise, and that will be talked about, a little bit. Definitely, this is supposed to be also men's mental health. Also, a happy Pride Month. I forgot to tell you guys this last week. So happy Pride Month. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, you're living out and proud, baby. That's do your thing. Where's my phone at? There it is. Okay, cool. So I know what my rundown is. All right. So what are we starting with today? We're starting with Caitlyn Clark not making the USA team. We're going to do this. Yeah, we're doing this. Because it bothered me. It bothers me because, hold on. It bothers me because a lot of people decide that they have an opinion about women's basketball. They have an opinion about basketball, period. So one of the biggest opinions, one of the dumbest opinions, apparently this is from a verified page. Actually, I'm not, should I boost them out? Y'all? No, I mean, it's not really doxing. It's not really called doxing, I guess. This is from just gonna put it out there. This is from Matt Wallace on Twitter, whatever it's called now. X. That's cool. Okay, so they showed this picture. There's the picture. If you go to my X page, probably see who I quote tweeted his dumbass. These are the 5 women who kept Caitlyn Clark off of Team USA. I wonder why. 4 of them are black, and one of them is, I'm guessing, Hispanic, or she looks more white than Hispanic. Don't know who these people are, except for Dawn Staley. Dawn Staley, and I think that's not Tamika Catchings. Huh. Okay, cool. All right. So the biggest thing is that they're talking about Caitlyn Clark being left off of the Team USA team. Now, they talk about it because they're saying that it is 5 women of color that pretty much are hating on Caitlyn Clark because she is white. That's literally the quote. I mean, what way he's trying to get at right there is that due to them being black and her being white, she's off the team. Okay, let's talk about this. Okay, let's talk. Let me run down what the team is. Okay, I'm gonna F her name up very badly, and I'm sorry. I know last name is Collier. Nafisha Collier. Okay, cool. She's a forward. She plays for the Lynx. Olympic. They even give us Olympic experience. 2020. She has 2020 Olympic experience. Okay. Next, we have Kalia Cooper from Phoenix Mercury, guard forward. She has no Olympic experience, but she has I think she's in the top 10 in scoring in the whole entire WNBA right now. Chelsea Gray. Let's talk about Chelsea Gray real quick. Chelsea Gray, Las Vegas Aces guard. The Las Vegas Aces that have won 2 in a row now? They've won 2. She is the main point guard for that team. Yeah, main point guard. One of the best point guards I've seen in a very long time. I mean, and then when I mean, like, she sets the table up for everyone on that team. That team runs very well with her as the point guard, and she has veteran experience with winning championships and things like this. Okay. We also have Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner, one of the best centers in the game when she's playing and not injured, for Phoenix Mercury, and she also has 2 different Olympic experiences. Okay, cool. Sabrina Ionescu. I don't know why I mess her name up sometimes. New York Liberty guard. Has no Olympic experience, but is a triple double threat at all times. Okay, cool. Let's go. Jewel Lloyd, one of the better scorers in WNBA right now, plays for the Seattle Storm, and her last experience was 2020. Okay, cool. Chelsea Plum. Okay, Los Angeles Aces. They just got done winning 2 championships in a row. She's one of the key cogs of the machine. Okay, she's one of the best shooters in the game right now. Now, she doesn't have any Olympic experience. That's because I think she just got into the league. So, already one of the better shooters in the league, and champion. Okay, next, Breanna Stewart, New York Liberty forward, 2016, 2020 has been her experience with the Olympics. Breanna Stewart is one of the best players, if not the best player in WNBA right now. Okay, right now, experience-wise, playing-wise, she has multiple MVPs, if I'm not mistaken, and she has a title. And she played for UConn, was one of the better players on those teams. I'm sorry, my bad. She won 4 MOPs. Just putting it out there. Okay. Next, Diana Taurasi. You put Diana Taurasi on the Olympic team for as long as Diana Taurasi just wants to be on the Olympic team. This is the years that Diana Taurasi has been a part of the Olympic team. 2004, 2008, 2012, 2016, 2020. You can't leave her off. She's 40. Yeah, she's 40 some odd years old. She's still getting buckets. More buckets than Caitlyn Clark. Ooh. Sorry, my bad. Alyssa Thomas, Connecticut Sun, one of the better players in like top 5. We're talking like today, one of the best players in the game right now. Her and DeWanna Bonner are monsters for the Connecticut Sun. Oh, by the way, the Connecticut Sun just lost their first game the other night. They were 10-0 or 9-0. Yeah, they were undefeated at this point. Yeah, sorry. Well, and also experience. Aja Wilson, Las Vegas Aces, forward center, 2020. Let me tell y'all something real quick. I just want to make sure it's understood so we can all help each other out. Aja Wilson's the best player right now as we speak in the WNBA. She hasn't had a game under 20 points all season. One of the better shot blockers, one of the better rebounders, one of the better scorers. She actually leads the league in scoring and rebounds. Yeah, okay. Sorry, my bad. And then Jackie Young, Las Vegas Aces, very good defender. Looks like this is for the 3-on-3 team, though. Okay, cool. Yeah, 3-on-3 team. Let me tell you who did not make the team. Okay, Caitlyn Clark, of course. Why not? Skylar Diggins-Smith, who right now Skylar Diggins-Smith would destroy Caitlyn Clark. Just putting it out there. Derica Hamby from the Sparks. How? Oh, by the way, Hamby, one of the better, and I'm not joking around. If you go look at it, she's been one of the better scorers for the past 3 years in the WNBA. 3 years, not 1, 3 years. And I'm gonna mess her name up. Agumba Wale, and Agum. Damn, I'm bad with names. Okay, I'm bad with names. Sorry. Okay, let's talk about this. Whew. All right. This would not be big news if it wasn't Caitlyn Clark. If we're going to put it out there, that's fine. This wouldn't be big news. This wouldn't be anything huge. Here's how you know that people that are talking about this aren't basketball fans or have never watched a lick of WNBA until, of course, Caitlyn Clark came into the game. Or the only games that you have watched has been Caitlyn Clark's. Okay, that's cool. If that's your thing, that's fine. Stick with your tribe. But don't make it into a race situation because she didn't make it onto that team. I'm sorry to tell y'all, who are you taking off of that team? Please, I would love that answer. Who do you take off of a 12-woman squad out of all those ladies that I named? Who are you taking off? Because if you're going to take them off, Agumba Wale comes in because she won the scoring title last year and she's one of the best scores in the game. She's actually number 2 right now to Aja Wilson. Yes. Go look it up. Go look up the stats, baby. I did it. Now, I'm not saying that Caitlyn Clark is a bad player. I'm not saying that. I'm not putting that out there in the earth. I'm not putting that out there in the universe. She is actually doing a very good job. Not a very good job. She's having a rookie season. Okay? She's in the top 15 in scoring. She's in the top 4 in assists, but she also leads the league in turnovers. As my guard, I can't have that. As my point guard, possibly, I can't have that. Mostly because she is not going to have that same freedom on the Olympic team that she does probably with the Indiana Fever. Even with when she was with Iowa. That freedom's gone. You don't have that. There's too many scores on this team that you can't just sit here and start jacking up shots. Also, she said that her being snubbed today was awoken a beast that she apparently told her coach that woke up a beast. Let me tell you what the score was to her team right now. Hold on. Let me help you guys out real quick because apparently you guys know what fucking basketball is. Oh, I can curse now. Thank goodness. All right. I can curse freely. Their team just lost today after she got snubbed and found out that she got snubbed. Today they lost 72-89 to the Connecticut Sun. The Connecticut Sun, they're 10-1 right now. The Indiana Fever are 3-10. She got the 3rd most odds to win MVP. And now you want to know why she got the 3rd most odds of winning MVP? Because a lot of people that don't know basketball, don't know the WNBA, put money on that. Because they're idiots and never watched the game. All right, man, we see her shooting all these threes. I'm not trying to sit here and hate on them, but this is the Curry effect. I'm sorry. Curry made it cool for those deep threes and those actual bad shots that these kids are now taking today and think that it's like the cool thing to do is shoot from half court. Like when you shoot from half court and you miss, coach is taking you out the game. He might even take you out the game if you make it. That's the crazy part back in the day. Now it's become cool because it's a fancy shot that's going to make Sports Center. That's a Sports Center shot, and that's what you are seeing. Let me tell you where her stat line was today. She even scored the most points today, dog. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Boston actually had a pretty good game today. Nice job. Okay, Caitlyn Clark today. Played 22 minutes, went 3 of 8 field goal wise. This is a beast right here. 2 of 5 from 3. Not a bad percentage. 2 assists. You're a point guard. You only have 2 assists. And 10 points. 10 points. Oh, one of the young ladies that made the team, Thomas, is a forward. One of the better players in the game. She attributed to the team 27 minutes. 3 or 4 from the field goal. She's not a scorer. 18 rebounds. 18 rebounds. Yes, 18. 7 assists and 7 points. Yeah, she had 7 points. Bonner's the scorer, really. Lisa Thomas and Kerrigan actually had a huge game today. Kerrigan actually played D'd her up today, too. D'd up Caitlyn Clark. And yeah, really bad time. So when you sit around here and y'all talk about, oh, okay, I was wondering, fuck that. And you sit here and you say, oh my gosh, they don't like her because she's white. No, it's a talent thing. It's literally a talent thing. I'm sorry, it's literally a talent thing. It's not a race thing. Not at all. Not at all. The person that y'all should be banging for and should be sitting there talking most of this trash for is probably Cameron Brink. She has been a monster this year, and her catwalk to the games is legendary already. And so Caitlyn Clark, yeah, she's going to be good. I'm not going to say that she's going to be great already. I don't know yet. There's only been a few, like a handful, maybe, oh shit. It's not a lot of rookies that come into the NBA or WNBA and dominate right away. That's why I was sitting there looking at it, and I was like, y'all gave a rookie a third most odds to win MVP. You look like a fucking fool. You look like a fucking fool. That's fool's gold. That was dumb as shit. It was stupid. Like, you have to understand that they just came off of a national championship. They just played 5 weeks ago. 5 weeks before the start of the season. So they're running practically on fumes right now. You don't want, there's a reason why no rookie is on the Olympic team. None of those players that I named that are on the team are rookies. Yeah. Go ahead. Go look it back. Go ahead. Go back. I'll let you go back. Go ahead. Okay. Also, congratulations to Kalia Cooper, who's from North Philly. First of all, congratulations. North Philly, stand up. You already know. That's what we do here. Okay. Guards come from Philly. Okay. My bad. Sorry. I had to big up my. Okay. Also, all this physical stuff that y'all seen on the WNBA game, clearly y'all have never watched WNBA before because they fuck each other up. That's what they do. They beat. It's not like they're being thugs out there. It's more physical. It looks more physical than the college game because the college game, I wouldn't say has more structure, but the women's game, the WNBA, once you get to a professional level, most of the time you're getting broken down one-on-one. There's a lot of picks. There's going to be a lot of hard screen. Like, she's getting picked up full court. Period and end. How many times in college was she getting picked up full court? And you can throw different bodies at her that have, that are bigger, stronger. You got to remember she's still young. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do not want to have her play foreign basketball right now. In the men's and in women's, the problem is that when they play on foreign soil, especially against Eastern Europeans and these Caribbean folks, and some of the Spanish teams, something like that. When you play against teams like them, and it's FIBA basketball, this isn't WNBA. First of all, this isn't WNBA basketball. Just to make sure everybody understands this. This isn't WNBA. Just like when the NBA players play, it's not the NBA basketball. The thing is that they play a lot more physical. They let a lot more go overseas. A lot more go. Like, if she does what all the other players were doing, having to go overseas because they weren't making enough money here in the NBA, I mean here in America, then it would she would probably be more accustomed to getting fucked up during these games. But right now, she's not accustomed to this. And right now, she's not even one of the better WNBA players today. Statistically, she's not. Statistically, she's in the middle of the pack. If we're being honest, this is not being a hater. This is not being anything else. If we're talking about, she's not even going to win Rookie of the Year this year. Like, that's the crazy part. That's the thing that we need to, like, really come to grips with. She's not winning Rookie of the Year this year. That's going to go to Cameron Brink if she stays healthy. She's a monster, and she's playing 3-on-3. Now, I think Caitlyn Clark made a mistake by not playing the 3-on-3 tournament. Now, that's just my opinion. And I think that, you know, she could have got on the 3-on-3 team and maybe got that experience playing against that more physical. I think that should have been the pipeline to get to the next step of the women's team. But who did she surpass of any of the women that I talked about? Let's be real. If somebody gets hurt, do you think that she's going to be one that plays, or should it be a Gumbawale? I mean, like the names that they had on the list of people that got snubbed from the team, she's probably the last one on the list to be called up. If we're being, if you can be honest with yourself and not try to sit here and make it a race issue, it's not. It's a talent issue. It's not. Most of the women that I read off of that list have had championship experience, has won championships, or have been to the finals. She won't even sniff the playoffs this year. They're 3-10. They are not a good team. For somebody that's supposed to be one of the better players, basketball is a very interesting sport. Yes, it is a team sport, but one player can change the trajectory of a whole entire franchise. I'll talk about LeBron James, or if we go to the women's, talk about Breanna Stewart, talk about Sabrina Ionescu, talk about Aja Wilson. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to stick with today's game. Well, even Maya Moore, Candace Parker. Candace Parker won MVP as a rookie. You know what I'm saying? Like, she won't make if she makes the All-Star team, it's because of votes. So I'm trying to understand, like, I know some of you may be newcomers to the WNBA, and that's fine. Be a newcomer to the NBA. Enjoy it, because these women actually can ball. And most of the people that are talking shit saying, oh my gosh, they don't like her talent. Most of them can't even dribble a basketball up the court. But if I'm going to tell you, hey, I'm about to, I don't know what they just did, why they snubbed me from the squad, but I'm about to outwork everybody. I ain't scoring no fucking 10 points the next game out, dog. I'm not. It ain't happening. No. You know what I'm saying? How many players say that and it doesn't happen? Oh yeah, it's something I need to look for. Yeah. It's not. This is not an entitlement type fucking job. I'm sorry. It's not. It's not entitlement. I love that those women stood up as coaches and been real with themselves. Hey, she ain't as good as she's not. She might be, if we're talking American wise, she might be a top 30 player. We only got 12 positions. There's a lot of players that's out there that's better than her. We can't have her on. Well, why the fuck will we put a rookie on this team right now? Nobody on the team is a rookie. Nobody. And like 5 of them were white. So where's the racism there? Please. Not only were they white, they were better than them. They were better than her. I'm not, once again, I know people are going to sit here and say Andrew Cruz is hating, and that's fine. You can call me a hater. Say what the fuck you want to say. I'm just giving you facts. I'm giving you what you should be fucking doing. I'm doing the work for you, because clearly you don't want to read and figure out about talent and how talent goes and how talent works and how WNBA works and how the Olympic team works. You're not just going to sit here and be like, well, she's the biggest draw. And it's not about biggest draw. It's about who's deserving to play for the Olympic team, because she's not right now. not deserving to play on the Olympic team. She's not one of the better players. Sorry. They probably did a tryout and they said, no, we have people that are better than you right now. We can't have you on this team. That would piss off a lot of players. Sorry to give you that. Sorry. I know you guys want to make this a national story. I know there's going to be a couple people be like, oh my gosh, we want her on the team because she's our hero. Okay, cool. Go to the Indiana Fever games and go watch the fucking games. Go watch those games. She ain't wearing the red, white, and blue this time around. Maybe next 4 years, maybe in 2028, boom, she's gets on the team. She might make the team. She might. But right now, she's not one of the better players. Sorry. Go look up statistics. Go look up who these players are before you start talking shit about them. Even go look up the players that got snubbed. Also, there's some monsters that were not picked for the Olympic team. Monsters that lead the league in scoring or has led the league in scoring. Okay? Cool. And they're winning games. They're winning more than 3 games this season. Winning more than 3 games in 13. Okay? With a team that has back-to-back 2 number 1 picks. There's reason for it. She's not like she might get that good, but she got a lot of learning to do. And she's got a lot of like getting used to getting fucked up during these games. Because if you're not used to this by now, yo, you ain't gonna make it, Jack. You're just not. So these people that are out here and saying, please do your research. That's all I'm asking you to do. Do your research before you start to make it into a race issue. This is stupid as fuck. Like, if she was scoring 30 a game and she didn't make the team, I'll be like, all right, hold on, y'all. Hold on. This is a problem. Fuck that. The averaging 30 and 10 a game, hey, yo, I'm going to let y'all know that she's one of the better players. But right now, she's not. She's not. Let's be honest, okay? Like, if you do the math, she's averaging, I think, 17 a game. She actually probably went down today. But she averaged 17 a game. I think 6 assists. How many assists? About 6? 6 assists a game. And then 6 turnovers. So turnover rating, 1-1. Go look at Chelsea Gray's, not that. So you got to understand that, like, I'm not just looking at stats. I'm looking at how these players play. I played basketball for over 30 years. Okay. I've watched basketball for probably longer, of course, but I've definitely watched basketball. I've studied basketball. I know sports. Like, you put me in this position, I'll do the research myself because motherfuckers don't know how to just go read a book or go read some fucking stats or go just watch a game. Like, if that's the only games you're watching, then you're fucking blind. That's the problem. And by the way, if that's the only games you're watching, that's not some of the best basketball to be watching. You're missing the point. You're missing the game. Most of those players came from like 2 or 3 teams. Yeah. Go back. I think one's from the Lynx. You had 3 or 4 from the Las Vegas Aces. By the way, Las Vegas Aces, 2 back-to-back champions. You also got 2 from the New York Liberty, who are the 2 better players. Actually, I don't know where Jaquel Jones is because she's a former MVP. I wonder why she's not on the fucking team, actually. He only got 1 from the Connecticut Sun, who right now only has 1 loss. 1, not 2, 1 loss. Okay, so when we sit around here and we talk about this, and I would like to say this too. Yes, Caitlyn Clark is putting up points, but we need to also talk about how Angel Reese is putting up double-doubles each night too. I think she has 3 straight double-double in the WNBA. 3 straight double-doubles. Why are we not talking about her? Cameron Brink led the league in blocking, in blocks. Yeah. These are the other rookies that got picked within the first couple picks. Yeah. Go check it out. Go look at the stats. What are you doing? Why are we talking about this? I mean, why is she a big news story? I don't know why. Right now, in WNBA terms and talent-wise, she's an average player. She's average. Average player. Now, could she become above average? Could she become elite? Of course. It's very much possible. It is very much possible. I will not sit here and say it's not. But what I am saying is pump the fucking brakes. Let her grow into the game. Why are we not letting this? Sucks because the social media world won't allow the growth of the game to happen. Like, that's what basketball is. You gotta grow with it, baby. You gotta grow with it. The game is going to continue to change, especially the women's game. Women's game hasn't been around that long. Has not been a long time for the women's game. So it's going to continue to the evolution is going to continue. Now, I love that she has put more eyes on such a beautiful game. I love basketball. I know it's crazy, but that's my first love is basketball. Okay, so I can watch that and tell you, oh man, this person gonna be nasty. Now it's been a minute since I watched college, like as close as I used to, but you know, she definitely has put a lot more eyes on the game, which is appreciated. It should be appreciated. It's cool. Now, yeah, it's cool. They're like, yeah, man. There's only one reason why they're riding in charter flights now is because of her. Okay, cool. Thanks. Good job. Get better at the game. Yeah, I'm telling you, y'all banging for the wrong person. I don't understand why you have other players that are better right now that you could be like, yeah, they're pretty nice. They're pretty sick. Like they're pretty nasty. Like you probably should be like watching them. Like fucking Asia Wilson is on a tear. She's a woman on a mission right now to win a third straight title. And Kelsey Plum has been one of the better shooters in the game right now. You know what I'm saying? That lost, and her teammate, I think her teammate was Kate Martin, right? If I remember correctly, Kate Martin was her teammate. Kate Martin just put up 13 points in her first start yesterday. The fuck are we doing here? What's the argument? What is the argument here? Please let me know. I put on to Twitter. Please let me know, who do you take off that team? Let me know. I would love to know. Please. I'm inviting you to tell me, who do you take off of the Olympic team right now for Caitlyn Clark? Who do you take off? Oh, well, you just need to take off one. No, you don't. You can't. You can't change the rules. You can only have 12. Which one of the 12 women do you take off of that team? Please. All of them, most of them have playoff, championship, and have won championship experiences. Each and every single last one of them. Please. I would love to know. I would definitely, I would listen to any answer. Any answer. I'll give you a chance to please explain yourself too. Do the fucking math. That's all I ask. Do the math. Do some research. Do something. I don't know. But you cannot convince me that she deserved to be on that team with the rest of them young ladies, with the rest of those women. There's no way. Diana Taurasi's better than her right now at 40 years old. Diana Taurasi's been in the league for almost 20 years. And she's still better than her. That's some LeBron type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot tell me anything else. So, if you guys get a chance, please do your research. Please go watch the WNBA because there's some great players. Those players that I've mentioned are all great players. Even the last four that were snubbed, including Caitlyn Clark, they're great players. They're very good players. Especially, like I said, Guma Walla, I'm going to continue to speak up for her, man. She deserves to be on that team. That's the one that I'm arguing for. I want her on the team because I ain't seen somebody be such a smooth scorer in a long time like she is. She's smooth with her scoring and like can do it from anywhere. You know how Caitlyn Clark was doing in college. She's doing it at the professional level. Ooh, boom, burned it, motherfuckers. No, I'm joking. I love you guys. If you do have a problem with what I'm saying, you can go to eatadick.com because I don't give a fuck if you have a problem with it. So, all right, next. $17. God, dog, what do y'all want from me? Goodness gracious. Okay, one second, y'all. Hold on. Oh, yeah, what are we doing? Shit. Nah, we're going to do that later. We'll do that later. Okay. Eric, the review. Eric is about a guy in, like, I think it looked like the 80s, about a guy that is having problems with his family, and their son is kidnapped. And in the 80s, of course, this is like the 80s back in the day where you can just let your kid walk around the corner and you think they're going to be safe, but they're not. But there is a twist to the kidnapping part. There's a big twist to the, not big one, but it's a twist to the kidnapping part of this show. And it's 6 episodes of just watching a guy really, his mental state is deteriorating as we go. Like he does drugs, he has he drinks and gets angry, his career's starting to go down. He's a puppeteer for one of those public access channels, kind of like a Sesame Street type deal, or Lamb Chop. I don't know if you guys ever watched Lamb Chop, but definitely Sesame Street. If you haven't watched Sesame Street, I don't know what the fuck type parents you have, but yeah, he is one of the main puppeteers. Actually, he's one of the main people that created the show. And each episode seems like they have a suspect, but they kind of narrow down like this isn't the suspect. And also, like, there is a story B to this show where there is a kid that was also considered kidnapped. He's a black kid, and of course they made it into a racial thing, of course. And yeah, they pretty much talk about how his kidnapping wasn't ever looked into, and they're looking into this one kid that was apparently kidnapped, and they're doing extensive coverage on him. And we have a cop that is trying to really nail this club that he was that I guess he already busted one time, or busted the owner one time, or whatever. And what's crazy about this show is that you watch this dude's, like I said, his mental health deteriorate, especially after his son is kidnapped. And his son created this character that's like a scary ass monster that he wanted to make into a puppet. And he starts to have hallucinations about this puppet walking around with him, trying to solve where his son was kidnapped or where his son was taken. And you also see like a family dynamic kind of deteriorate also. Like, pretty much this is a pretty fucked up show. I ain't gonna lie to you. For 6 episodes, I was like, this is wild. Like, I forgot how crazy the 80s was. Like, late 80s, early 90s type shit. Like, I remember we could stand outside, go around the corner, and we'd be fine. Like, nobody's gonna come and kidnap us. But apparently, they just kidnapping random kids in New York at this point. And that's what happened. But there is a major twist about the kidnapping. There's also a major twist about the other kid being kidnapped. Apparently he was playing basketball outside, and like, it's kind of cool. I wouldn't say it's cat and mouse. I say it's more of a detective show between the puppeteer and also the cop, and fighting against the system and things like that. It's just, the show was actually very well structured. If I'm being honest, I wouldn't say it's the best show, but I think like watching like this dude's mental health continuously go down, and then him having to change his life, kind of almost change his life to try to find his son. You root against him sometimes though, because he's an asshole. You go there and be like, man, this dude's a dickhead, bro. But like, you're also like, but his son is missing. You want him to be able to find his kid, but at the same time, you're just like, man, this dude's a dickhead, bro. It really is. It's crazy as hell. But if you guys get a chance, it's Eric on Netflix. Go check it out, man. I watched all 6 episodes in one sitting. I thought it was a very good show, clearly, because I watched the whole thing in one sitting. But yeah, Benjamin Cumberbatch plays the fuck out of an asshole very well. He does a really good job. Hopefully he's not really a dickhead in real life, because this dude he makes you want to punch him in his fucking face. Like, I guess that's really good acting. But they had my girl from Transparent on there, man. That was my girl, man. Damn. Yeah, but that was his, So yeah, definitely go check it out. It's a great show. Next on Netflix, I got to watch this while I was on the train. Yeah, I rode a train, and you guys probably heard about that last week. But yes, I rode a train. It's called The Book of Clarence, with Lakeith Stanfield, old boy from Power Rangers, which I'm going to talk about that later. I might do that as a Patreon episode, because I'm very upset with myself about the Comic Palooza, by the way. But yeah, it's about a guy back in when Jesus was walking on Earth. He became a fake Messiah to make money. pretty much pretty much he lived in the hood of Jerusalem or wherever, and it's pretty much a story of like these fake messiahs, and pretty much the Pontius Pilate, you got James McAvoy pretty much playing the Pontius Pilate role, and the dude starts to have miracles happening for him, or doing fake miracles to bring up money so he can save his own life from what I guess is a loan shark back in those days. It was pretty interesting, kind of like, it's kind of like a faux modern tale type deal. Like they gave like weed a different name, they gave acid or LSD a different name. But it was actually, there were some funny parts, there were some hard parts where he finally realizes, what he's doing is wrong, and he's, tries to fix it pretty much, and he does get caught by Pontius Pilate and things. But like the movie is actually very well done. It was very well casted too, by the way. I didn't know bro from Lupin can speak English so well. I didn't know this. He plays a French guy fantastically. Like he does a really good job as a fan of a French guy. He probably is French, but his English was fire. He did a really good job. Like you definitely fall in love with you definitely fall for some of these characters. Like you start to like really like these characters because his story arc is so good. Like, and you root for him at the end. Like you really do root, like, oh man, please win. Yeah, we just want you to win. Like, other than the dude from the show that I talked to you guys before, this show, like everybody has a really good like upswing in there. And when he starts to change himself, like Clarence, when Clarence starts to change himself, you start to see like everybody that kind of fucked with him now fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Like now they're cool with him. Like they're fighting for him. Like the scene that the one of the final scenes of the show, the movie, it is a tearjerker. It messes with you a lot, and because it just is, man. I don't want to spoil it for anybody that kind of want to watch it, but like, oh man, just watching it, just like you get mad at what's happening to him, but at the same time you're just like, you get so happy because I don't know, you mad. It's fucked up what's happening because this is the same story that we've been told all our lives about what happened back then. But at the same time, you're just like, but everybody is banging for him now. Like you kind of see it, and it's just like, man, it's just, if you guys get a chance, Book of Clarence is very much an underrated movie right now. I would definitely advise you guys to go check it out. You will not be disappointed. I promise you will not be disappointed. Book of Clarence. I think it was like an hour and 30-minute movie too. Show. Why do I keep saying fucking show? Movie. It's a movie, right? It's a movie. Okay, cool. All right. Definitely go check it out. It's on Netflix. Actually, my fault. I want to talk about Kaiju number 8 right now. We're going to talk about it for a second. This show is fire. Okay, if you have not, I got Crunchyroll. I went and got Crunchyroll because they've been like promoting this show very hard, and I wish they do it for like Windbreakers too. But Kaiju number 8. First of all, I would like to say this: their intro, fantastic, but their outro, where they get I don't know how they went and got Ryan Tedder to do an outro to the show, but yeah. We're here. I love One Republic. I don't know about anybody else. I know it kind of sounds outside of my culture for me, but I will listen to One Republic. Like Ryan Tedder, like dude's a beast and one of the better songwriters out there. So you can fuck off. So but yeah, overall though, I'm about, was it 9? It's about 9 episodes right now so far, or 10. Might be 10. Should be 10. Probably 10. I don't know. Just the development of Kafka, and you I know this has been a big thing about rooting for people, but I root for Kafka, bro. That's my dude. Like I want him to win. I want him to win so bad. I just, you feel bad because he worked so hard to get to a place, and also he's 33 years old, and I don't like that they're calling him an old man. It kind of bothers the shit out of me, actually. It really does. It bothers me. Like all the kids on the show are calling him an old man. I kind of want to fight them. I want to fight all the kids on the show. he is okay, so I forgot, just in case you don't know what Kaiju number 8 is. Kaiju number 8 is he was started off as part of this cleanup crew after this defense force fights against big ass monsters, aka kaijus. And he's part of this cleanup crew, and actually his extensive research on cleaning up these kaijus have actually been a strategic thing for him. He's been actually a better strategist because he knows their weak points. He's studied all their weak points. And so like whenever they have trouble with certain kaijus, he's telling them, hey, this is where the weak points are, you need to do this, that, and the third. Like he's actually very good at that part. And actually he's done his research. But the problem is that he is also a humanoid kaiju, aka Kaiju number 8. But right now it's kind of cool. Like this latest episode, they showed like them actually working as a team. Like these people haven't been together for that long, and like they're working as a team in the most fantastic way possible, the most violent way possible, but in a very cool way. And I definitely, if you're gonna be there, it's the intro music's gonna get you there. The show is gonna keep you there, and then the outro will keep you there for a little bit longer. I'm just putting it out there. The music, I don't know what it is. This new anime right now, this new anime stuff, their intros and outros, oh, God. Chef's kiss. Seriously, it really is. Kaiju number 8 on Crunchyroll right now. They continue to have countdowns for it, like for each day. So if you haven't yet, go check it out. You will not be disappointed. Very good show. Lastly, I want to talk about the Windbreakers. Just straight hand-to-hand combat. This last episode was actually no fights. Actually, it was actually pretty good. Just really dialogue. And what I like about the leader of Furin, I forgot his name, Omni-chan is apparently to me is a beast. They it's always that one mystical leader that everybody looks at and like, why did he become a leader? He's so laid back and stuff. I like it because the first couple episodes were about fighting. Well, the first 9 episodes was just straight fights. Every episode there was a fight. It's till we get to number 10. Number 10 was kind of like, it felt like a filler episode, but at the same time it was like, we're going to take you guys down and take with the action, but we're going to have some dialogue here. We're going to have a lot more dialogue. We're going to understand some more of these people's backgrounds. Why is Omni-chan the leader? And also Sakura gets another like nugget of information of how to become the leader of Furin. I'm down. I'm cool with it. That's fine. I like a little break. It's cool. We need a little break from the action. So not everybody needs to get, not every episode needs to be ass kicking, but I did enjoy it. I like that he was like, look, man, at the end of the day, I just want my friends here to eat with. He said, I just want to be able to eat and see everybody happy while eating like that. I like that shit. It was very cool. Old boy, Choji though, when he kicked his homeboy, holy mother goose, when he kicked him last, oh my gosh, that kick was disgusting. I thought he killed him. I thought he was going to kill him. I ain't gonna lie. But if you haven't yet, Windbreakers, that's also on Crunchyroll right now. Definitely go check it out. Hold on, let me see. Damn, I talked about everything I wanted to talk about. Nice. All right. So with that, hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you don't do bad things to each other. Hopefully you do your research. Like that's all I ask. People just do your research, baby. That's all I ask from you. Do your research. Just like I'm going to do my research, you should do your research. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that it will make life so much better and makes more sense to others. I don't know how else to make sense for you. I can't do it. I mean, I can't just feed you information. You just gotta understand it. But with that, I want to say where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and anywhere you can find podcast needs. That's where you can find Z Cruising Podcast. Also, where you can find latest updates to the show is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter and Nicetown Finance. Oh, by the way, please leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Hey, to my Filipino fans, thank you so much for getting me into the top 10 of your anime and mangas. Please go tell your friends and all the rest of that cool stuff. If you're speaking Tagalog, I appreciate that too. If this is coming in Tagalog, this would be awesome. All right. Yeah. Lumpia is fucking amazing. I love Lumpia. Just putting it out there. Just letting you guys know. To my American fans, I appreciate you guys. Tell your friends and family and let them know, hey man, this guy talks some good shit. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe hopefully I do talk some good shit. But with that, I would like to say I love all you guys. Also, please leave a like and subscribe on YouTube. Let me know how you're doing on Spotify. Also, I need more Spotify people. So please come on over. So with that, I'd like to say thank you so much for listening. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. So with that, I'd like to say love you guys. Don't do anything I would do. Catch you guys later. Deuces.